All right, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, it's CampingRandy here at the Ridgeline store. The waited forever and ever wireless charger for your Honda Ridgeline Pilot or Passport. This kit is going to allow you, whether you have the 6-speed or the 9-speed push-button transmission, to put in a wireless charger. I've been working with a few people to get the parts, and we made it. So pretty much all you're going to need is a Phillips head screwdriver. I'm going to disassemble, reassemble, and show you how it's done. Enjoy. So what you're going to do first is you have a mat down here. You're going to take that out, and you're going to have two Phillips head screws. One is right here and one is over here. Hopefully you can see that, because I'm not going to be moving the camera around because it's just me. I don't have a camera person today, and it is cloudy and dark out, so of course what we're going to have to do is start the truck, put on the brake, throw it in neutral, and then shut it off, and it'll beep at us and all that. You don't have to actually turn the car on. You can just put it in double auxiliary mode. And you're like, Randy, what's double auxiliary mode? That's when you click your start button twice. So I'll just shut that off. All right, those two are out. Save them screws, throw them in there. And then you're gonna reach back here underneath and just lift up. All right, and that's gonna pop out like that. And then you're gonna have your controller down here for your traction control. And it's just one little button. It should come right out. There we go. And I'll show you that here in a second. So that's what it is right there. It's just a little button. And then go ahead and pull this thing out here by squeezing the inside. Oh, I just dropped my screws. Dang it. Okay, since I took some needle nose pliers and took that little safety clip out of there, I was able to take the whole center console and bring it in the house. So this is the kit you're going to get in the mail. On the left-hand side, you have the charger, followed below left, the grommet that goes around it, the custom wiring in the middle, and an entire center console for a 9-speed transmission Honda Passport, Ridgeline, or Pilot. So what's going to happen is if you have the 19 Ridgeline or anything that has a 6-speed in it, you're going to have to reuse part of your center. So the next instructions you'll see is how to flip this over, remove the Phillips head screws out of the back so that you can remove, it's one piece, the cup holder and the part you see at the very top right that the charger clips into. You're going to remove that and place it on your old center piece that you took out. Here is the original. What you're going to do is remove the following screws so that you can replace this piece with the new piece. So what you're going to have is remove this screw, this one, here, here, and here. And then you'll have one here, here, as well as there. Here's the new. Again, remove, remove, remove. And then that just comes out there, like that. Okay. Also in the kit, I am not including the plug for the illuminated cup holders. If you want that, you're gonna have to design it yourself. Maybe we'll come out with something else. Now, if you have the 2019 and older, you're gonna have to remove the LED illuminator So you take that Phillips off, and then you're going to flip it over, and you're going to remove this illuminating ring here, because if you don't, it won't fit into the grooves. So all you do is flip it over, take pliers or something that you have, and just pop it back. This is really hard to do with one hand, but anyway, what you're going to do is pop this back to pop it out. Then you're going to have this one to pop out. That will release it, and then you just wiggle the fiber optics out of that. All right, so I release those two, and then this other piece just turns and slides out. What you do is push this back, and it pops right out. See the grooves? All right, and once that's removed, you can see now that you have the male to female to align up to your old one. Again, if you have the 2020 and newer, it should all just come right together for you. That's what it looks like so far, and you can see that I've taken the illuminated strip out of there. All right, this is the part that you're gonna hate. I tried everything I could do to just get this out, and it actually pops out pretty easily, but on the back, they have some very heavy duty pressure tabs all the way around the 12-volt plug, and the 12-volt plug is where you're gonna plug in the power. That's the secret of this, is we're gonna go right into the 12-volt tap of the 12-volt cigarette lighter. So, and that's located right here. So what you're gonna have to do is this piece here and this piece here is all tabbed. So you grab the bottom down here. You see my fingers coming up down where your driver's foot is, and you'll just pull, and then that will release the tabs there. On this one, you're gonna grab down here on the bottom, get yourself a pry tool or a screwdriver so you don't mar anything up, stick it up in there and pull out, and then right behind this tab is a screw. You're gonna remove that screw, you're gonna remove this screw, and the reason is you want this piece to flex a little bit because there's some one-way tabs underneath here. Then you're gonna have where's that tab at? Okay, so you have this tab, so you're gonna put a screwdriver up or under to get that out for Phillips head, and this one. And then when you do that, it makes this piece, move around. Turn this around here. Then you're gonna have these two tabs, and this is gonna be up under here, and you just wiggle it and it pops out. And then you'll have these two plugs behind it. One is for your USB, and one is for your 12-volt. Now this isn't a constant 12-volt, it shuts off with the car. And then this is for your USB, okay? Like I said, if you guys have questions and this isn't clear enough, just put it in the comments, but it is pretty self-explanatory. Like I said, I tried not to have to disassemble these pieces, but there is absolutely no way that you are going to get, once this is inside here, there's actually two tabs, one here and one at the bottom, that you can push the cigarette lighter out towards you, towards that, but you're not going to be able to reach up in behind this to push it out or pop it. And you can see I marred up the very bottom trying to pop this out, so it's not coming out. So you got to take the piece out to plug it in. Here's what this cigarette adapter looks like when you put it in there. It's got like a little nub on the side, and you just push it in, and then these two tabs in there hold it in there. And like I said, if you can get those two tabs out and give enough pressure in the back to push forward, now they're locked in. But if you can get those released and push enough behind you, that'll come out. But I highly recommend just taking this piece out. All right, this will be your cable that'll come with the kit. This is a custom cable, and what it's going to do is you're going to plug it in the 12-volt from the factory coming out of the car. Side is going to plug in to your 12-volt cigarette lighter. And then this piece is going to plug into the charger, which you'll see in just a second. Once you're plugged in, you'll take that piece of felt that's included in the kit and wrap it around there, or use a piece of electrical tape. It is a little finicky to get these top tabs back in, so you'll just have to pull pretty far out and get them lined up in there. You'll have to cock your head like I have the camera to see them feed in. Once they're in there, just give them a click, and that piece is secured there. And then replace those 4 screws, actually 6 screws, because you have this one too. So you have that one behind the tab, that one. Here's this one behind the tab, and it's not focusing right there. Screws are back in. Now we just line everything up, slap it back into place. I suggest you line this one up first and get that slapped in, and then put everybody else in. This one is a hard one to get in, so do that one first, and then everything else will go right in position. So on the driver's side, the clip at the very bottom is at an angle, so you have to feed it in forward towards your feet and then tilt it upward to put in the rest of the brackets. All right, everything is back in place as far as the dash is concerned. Everything lines up, everything's good. Let's do a test real quick. I'm gonna plug this charger in. Might help if I go to right where the plug is. All right, turn that over. Put it back in the park. We'll start up the car. See the green light go on? So we are charging. Take it off. Shuts off. Put it down. Charging. All right, now that we tested everything, we're going to take the wireless charger and just pop it in here. Give it a little push. It snaps in like that. And then you'll get a little dress ring like that. We'll pop that in there. All right, that's all in there. Gonna plug it in. Flip it over here. All right. So we're going to reattach this guy here. As you can see, put the car back in neutral. Spin this around. Let's pop that in there as well. Spin it. Hit the camera a few times. And push it in. Slap it down. Put it back in park. All right, everything is installed. I do want to show you that you do have a little gap in the back. If you don't want that gap, you can order this piece here. I'll have it in the description. It gives it a little cleaner line on the back, but I'm not spending the extra money just for that gap because you're not going to see it. So let's start up the car and charge the phone. All right, guys, here you go. First look, first sneak peek. It's all installed, it's all working. Invoicing and pricing to follow. Thanks for following the journey.